Hey guys, Chris here for RoofWebs. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to turn on pages and turn pages off that you are either needing to use or are no longer using. Now, our upper level sites, Platinum and Elite, may come with extra pages that you've purchased that are basically there in case you need them in the future. So if you've bought one of the Elite sites, for example, with 220 pages, then you're probably not going to be using all of those pages because there may be certain brands, styles of roofing and things like that that you don't actually install. So today we're going to play with the IB Roof Systems page, and we've got the contents actually disabled for this, but this is actually a page that's still on this site. So we'll be using our Elite sample. We'll go ahead and log in here. And what we're going to want to do is you'll notice that IB Roof Systems is actually a page, which is an article in the back end of your website. It has module positions over here that are assigned to that menu item and to that article. So under the menus here, you'll see that this menu item is linked directly to this page so that when a user clicks on it, they go to that page. Now, any of these others would have a menu item that's actually linked to another page as well. The Duralast page, the Firestone, those would all be different menu items that are linked directly to the pages about or the articles about that content. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the IB Roof Systems page. So for example, if you're not an IB contractor, you wouldn't need that page. So we're going to go over here to the menus drop down. We're going to go through an entire list here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to display all of my menu items. And then I can scroll down through all of the menu items. And we know that that one's under commercial. So we'll go down here to our commercial section. And we find our IB Roof Systems menu item. From here, you can either click it here, scroll all the way back up to the top, and unpublish using this button, which we'll go ahead and do. Once it's unpublished, then if we scroll back down here, you'll see that this button next to IB Roof Systems menu item has turned red, meaning that on the front end, when we refresh the page, let's just go up here and we'll go to commercial because that one's actually not going to show up there anymore. If we go back to the menu under manufacturers, you can see that where the IB Roof Systems used to be, it is no longer there. But the page is actually still active on the site, so it could show up in our most popular list, which you don't want to happen. So the second step in this process is to go all the way back up here. We're going to go to Content, go to Article Manager, and then under Article Manager, we'll scroll all the way down. I have these in alphabetical order by clicking the title button here. We'll just go down to the IB Roof Systems page. We can either click that same button just like we did and then scroll all the way to the top and hit Unpublish, or we can just click the green icon. If you click it one time, then it disables it. You scroll back down and you'll notice now that the IB Roof Systems is red. Now let's say, for example, you just began installing IB Roof Systems. The first thing you would do is you would go to your Article Manager. We're already in our Article Manager. You would want to turn this page on, and you can do it by just clicking the red button there. It will turn that one back on for you. Now notice that we have a green icon next to IB Roof Systems. The second step in turning on the content is to go to Menus, the main menu, which is the menu that stretches across the top of your site. We're going to scroll back down into the commercial section. We find IB Roof Systems here. Click the red icon there. Once it refreshes, we can go back to the front of the site. We'll go ahead and refresh the page. And then what's going to happen when we go down here to manufacturers, IB Roof Systems is actually back in its place. So you can actually move these things around as well. So if you wanted to take that IB Roof Systems, it's a little more advanced to do, but we can go back up here to our IB Roof Systems menu item. Again, this is not the page. This is the menu item. You can change what you want to call it. You can change the alias just like you do in articles. And then ordering and location, if you look at parent item, if you go back through here and change where you want it to be placed. So right now we have it under commercial section, under manufacturers. You could actually move that to maybe cool roofing if you wanted to, and just have it sit there as a drop-down menu from that one as well. So you can play around with it. Just remember where you took it from when you started. Maybe make a little note on a piece of paper next to your desk so that if you need to put it back where it went, then you'd be able to do that. So if you have any questions on turning on and turning off menu items, be sure to give us a call, 800-761-3560, or send us an email at sales@roofwebs.com.